My beloved child, listen to me with the quiet of your heart, for there is something that has been stirring silently around you, something gentle yet powerful, something that has been reaching toward your spirit in ways you may not have fully understood. Someone very special in your life has already noticed that you carry a light within you, a light that shines even when the world seems dim, a light that moves with grace even when your own steps feel uncertain. My beloved child, this is not a coincidence, and it is not a fleeting glance of attention. It is the recognition of a soul that sees beyond the masks you wear, beyond the smiles that hide your doubts, and beyond the silence that sometimes surrounds you. They have seen you, truly seen you, and even in their quiet way, they are drawn to the truth of your heart. You may have wondered why certain people enter your life at just the right moment, why certain voices reach you even when you do not seek them, why certain hearts beat in rhythm with yours without explanation. My beloved child, this is what is happening now. This person has noticed the patterns of your thoughts, the care in your words, the sincerity in your laughter, and even the quiet strength in your tears. They have observed you with patience, with gentleness, and with a tenderness that does not demand but simply honors who you are. And though they may not yet speak all that they feel, their presence is a constant, a subtle assurance that you are known, you are valued, and you are quietly cherished in ways that transcend ordinary understanding. Do not mistake this for mere admiration of your outward appearance or your achievements. My beloved child, this recognition is far deeper than what the eyes can capture. They have sensed your soul's rhythm, the way your spirit moves through life with courage, the way you continue to hope even when hope seems fragile. They have noticed the way you listen to others with an openness that is rare, the way you forgive when it would be easier to hold on to bitterness, and the way you care for the small things, knowing that these small things are the threads that weave the fabric of true love and understanding. They see these things in you, and even if they have not spoken them aloud, they are impressed upon their heart, quietly but powerfully. You may wonder why this matters, why the attention of one special soul is significant in the vastness of life. My beloved child, you must understand that souls recognize each other in ways that the mind cannot always explain. When a soul notices the truth in another soul, it begins a subtle awakening, a knowing that you are not alone, that your struggles, your joys, your silent victories, are witnessed and honored. This noticing is sacred, for it carries the weight of intention, the quiet prayer of the heart that longs to connect, to understand, to walk alongside you without judgment. And even though the world may be noisy, and even though many eyes may glance without seeing, this soul has already paused long enough to truly see you, and that is no small miracle. Perhaps you have felt the whispers of this recognition, a soft intuition that someone's thoughts linger on you, that someone's heart beats a little faster in your presence, or that someone smiles at the memory of you when you are not around. My beloved child, these are not accidents, and they are not illusions. This is the soul's way of sending you messages through the ordinary moments of life, messages that carry the weight of affection, of connection, and of unspoken understanding. They have noticed your strengths and your vulnerabilities alike, not to judge, but to honor the entirety of who you are. And this is important, for being seen in such a way is a gift that few receive, and yet you are one of those who has been touched by this quiet recognition. I want you to feel the depth of what this means, my beloved child. When someone notices you in this profound way, they are not merely responding to what is visible. They are responding to the soul, to the essence of your being that moves beyond appearances, beyond social facades, beyond the masks you sometimes wear to protect yourself from disappointment. They have seen the real you, the tender, fragile, courageous, and radiant self that sometimes even you hesitate to acknowledge. And because they have seen this truth, a bond has begun to form, invisible yet unbreakable, subtle yet enduring, a connection that has already begun to shape your journey in ways that will soon become more apparent. It is possible, my beloved child, that you feel unsure about this recognition. You may wonder if it is genuine, or if it will fade like the morning mist under the sun. You may question whether such attention is meant for you, or whether you are worthy of being noticed in this way. I tell you now, with all the certainty of the universe that cradles you, that it is genuine, and it is meant for you. There is a sacred symmetry in the way souls recognize each other, a timing that is orchestrated beyond your understanding, and it is not random. This noticing is a beginning, a gentle opening of a door that leads to deeper connection, understanding, and perhaps even the unraveling of layers within yourself that you have long hidden, even from your own eyes. Do not be afraid, my beloved child, if this recognition stirs emotions you have long suppressed. It may awaken joy, curiosity, or hope, and it may also stir uncertainty, fear, or vulnerability. All of these feelings are valid, for they are the language of the heart awakening to being seen. This person's noticing is not meant to burden you or overwhelm you, but to invite you into a space of quiet reflection, to allow yourself to feel the grace of being recognized, to trust that your essence has value, and to know that the light within you has already been felt by another soul who treasures it deeply. Now, my beloved child, imagine the way your presence has touched their heart. Perhaps it was the kindness in your eyes, the sincerity in your voice, the way you linger in their thoughts without even trying. Perhaps it was the courage you show when life challenges you, or the compassion you extend when it is easier to turn away. Whatever it was, it has left a mark, invisible yet indelible, a soft imprint on their spirit that tells them you are rare, you are important, and you are already known in ways that words cannot fully capture. This noticing has already shifted something within them, and even if they have not yet expressed it fully, their heart is already quietly aligned with the truth of who you are. And so, my beloved child, as you move through your days, pay attention to the subtle signs around you. Notice the way certain glances linger, the way certain words carry an unspoken weight of affection, the way certain presences seem to orbit your own in a way that feels meaningful, even if you cannot yet name it. These are the markers of recognition, the footprints of a soul that has taken notice of yours. They are not meant to rush you, and they are not meant to demand anything from you. They are simply invitations to witness the sacred dance of hearts meeting across the quiet spaces of life, to honor the connection that is already forming, and to allow yourself to be touched by the awareness that you are truly seen, deeply appreciated, and quietly cherished. Remember, my beloved child, this noticing is not a fleeting moment, but a seed planted in the fertile soil of your shared experience. It will grow, not necessarily in ways you predict, but in ways that will nurture your heart, expand your awareness, and invite you into a deeper understanding of the profound ways in which souls connect. Hold on to this truth, my beloved child, for it is a balm to your spirit, a reassurance in times of doubt, and a reminder that even in the midst of uncertainty, there are hearts that have already paused to see the beauty, the courage, and the depth of your being. My beloved child, as this seed of recognition begins to blossom within your life, allow yourself to feel gratitude, not just for the attention of another, but for the reflection it casts back upon your own soul. For in being noticed, you are reminded that your journey, your struggles, your joys, and your growth matter. You are reminded that your presence is significant, not merely in the grand gestures of life, but in the subtle, quiet ways that your being touches others. This recognition, gentle and sincere, is a mirror to the beauty within you, a confirmation that your light is not hidden, and that your essence has already begun to resonate with someone who truly sees you. My beloved child, now that you have begun to feel the presence of this recognition, I want you to understand something more profound. There is a quiet power in being noticed, not for what you do, or for what you appear to be, but for who you truly are. And this power is alive in the way this special person has already observed you. They are noticing the rhythm of your heart, the cadence of your thoughts, the subtleties in your gestures, and the hidden corners of your spirit that you sometimes keep even from yourself. They have seen your resilience, your courage to continue even when the world feels heavy, and they have been touched by the quiet dignity with which you carry both your triumphs and your trials. My beloved child, this is not ordinary. It is sacred. Do you understand, my beloved child, that when someone notices the depths of your being, it awakens something inside you? It stirs an awareness that you are not alone, that someone's heart has already begun to understand yours in ways words cannot describe. Perhaps you have felt a subtle shift, a warmth in your chest when their thought touches you, or a lightness in your step when their presence enters your day. These are not mere coincidences. They are the soul's way of speaking, and they carry a truth that is gentle, patient, and enduring. This person, my beloved child, has been drawn to the authenticity in you. They notice your laughter, the kind that comes from the soul, not just from the lips. They notice the care in your words, the sincerity in your greetings, and the way your eyes hold a reflection of empathy and understanding. They see your imperfections not as flaws, but as parts of the beautiful mosaic that makes you whole. And because they see you with such clarity, they have begun to feel a connection that is not hurried, not impatient, but deliberate and tender, like a river carving its course patiently over stones, shaping its path without force, creating something lasting and vital. Perhaps, my beloved child, you have sensed the hesitation in their expressions, the careful thought behind their gestures, the weight of unspoken words hovering in the air. This is because recognizing someone so fully brings both joy and fear. They are aware that their attention is meaningful, and that their heart has begun to resonate with yours in ways that could transform everything. This is not superficial fascination or casual curiosity, it is the quiet acknowledgement that your soul has left a mark on theirs, a mark that will remain, unshaken, regardless of time or distance. I want you to imagine, my beloved child, the countless small moments where this recognition has already touched your life. Perhaps it is in the way someone remembers the smallest detail about you, a story you once told, a habit you never noticed they observed, or a thought you shared without realizing its weight. These small but significant gestures are the language of soul speaking, the whispers of hearts acknowledging each other without expectation or demand. They are the threads weaving a bond that is subtle yet unbreakable, quiet yet deeply felt. My beloved child, do not be alarmed if this recognition awakens feelings you have not yet fully explored. There may be excitement, fear, hope, and vulnerability all mingling within you. That is because the human heart, when truly seen, responds with all of itself. And when another soul begins to notice yours in this profound way, it awakens your own awareness of your worth, your beauty, your courage, and your light. Even if you have doubted yourself, even if you have hidden parts of your being in shadows, this recognition reflects back to you the truth, that you are enough, wholly and completely, as you are. There is a sacredness in this, my beloved child. For in being noticed, you are being invited into a space of authentic connection, where judgment is absent, and understanding is present. You are being invited to witness the beauty of human hearts recognizing each other in the purest sense, not for what can be gained, not for what can be taken, but simply for the joy of understanding, of being present, of honoring the divine spark in another. And this, my beloved child, is a rare and precious gift. Notice, my beloved child, the patience with which this person approaches you. They do not rush, they do not demand, they do not try to mold you into something you are not. Instead, they move gently, attentively, creating space for your being to exist fully and freely. Their heart has already accepted the truth of who you are, and in doing so, they are silently teaching you a profound lesson, that love and recognition begin not with expectation, but with observation, respect, and the quiet reverence of seeing someone completely. You may feel, my beloved child, that this recognition carries responsibility, as though you must respond in a particular way or meet certain expectations. But that is not true. The noticing of your soul is a gift that asks nothing in return. It is the world's way of reminding you that being seen does not obligate you to change, that being valued does not demand perfection, and that being understood does not require explanation. This person has already witnessed your essence, and in doing so, they have offered you the profound reassurance that you are exactly as you are meant to be. And yet, my beloved child, there is more unfolding than you can see right now. This recognition is the beginning of a journey, a subtle opening of doors you may not have known existed. It is an invitation to explore trust, vulnerability, and intimacy with the parts of yourself that long to be acknowledged. It is an awakening of hope that perhaps there is someone who can appreciate the totality of your being, someone who will hold space for your complexities and contradictions without judgment. My beloved child, this is a rare gift, and it deserves your attention, your awareness, and your gratitude. Consider the power of this noticing, my beloved child. When a soul recognizes yours, it sets in motion a ripple effect, touching corners of your heart that have been dormant, awakening potentials you may not have imagined, and inviting you to embrace your true self more fully. This is the quiet magic of being seen by another, a magic that does not seek to control or possess, but to honor and illuminate. It is a reminder that even in the midst of uncertainty, your existence is meaningful, your presence is significant, and your heart has already resonated with another in ways that transcend time and circumstance. Now, my beloved child, allow yourself to feel the depth of this connection. Feel it in your chest, in your thoughts, in the way your spirit subtly brightens when you think of them. Allow yourself to trust that this recognition is sincere, that it carries no ulterior motive, that it is a reflection of genuine awareness, care, and appreciation. Even if they have not yet expressed it fully, even if words have not been spoken, the quiet presence of noticing has already begun to weave a bond, a silent understanding that exists beyond the need for explanation. This bond, my beloved child, is a living, breathing thing. It grows slowly, carefully, and intentionally, nourished by the awareness of one another's hearts. It does not demand immediate proof or declaration, but it flourishes in the shared quiet, in the subtle gestures, in the way their attention lingers on your essence. This is the language of soul speaking without words, the poetry of connection that cannot be rushed, and the sacred space where recognition transforms into understanding, and eventually, into love that is patient, enduring, and true. Remember, my beloved child, that this noticing has a purpose beyond mere admiration. It is guiding you toward self-awareness, self-love, and the realization that you are worthy of being seen in your entirety. It encourages you to step fully into your light, to embrace your strengths and weaknesses alike, and to recognize that the essence of who you are is enough, not for the world, not for anyone else, but for your own heart first and foremost. And in this awareness, you will find a quiet power. The power to accept recognition with grace, to respond with authenticity, and to allow the unfolding of this connection to become a source of growth, joy, and spiritual illumination. My beloved child, as you continue on this path, I want you to remain attentive, not just to the actions of this special person, but to the reflections it casts upon your own heart. Notice how your spirit responds, what feelings arise, and what truths about yourself are revealed. For in the noticing of another, there is a mirror held to your own being, a mirror that invites you to see yourself more clearly, more lovingly, and more fully. And as this mirror continues to reveal, you will find that the recognition you have received is only the beginning of a profound journey, one that will lead you to deeper understanding, richer connection, and the quiet joy of knowing that your soul is already seen, already cherished, and already deeply appreciated. My beloved child, as you continue to feel the quiet recognition of this special soul, I want you to understand the sacredness of what is unfolding. This is not merely a passing awareness or fleeting attention, this is the awakening of a connection that has the power to transform your heart, to awaken your spirit, and to guide you toward a deeper understanding of yourself and the meaning of love itself. They have already noticed your light, your courage, your tenderness, and even the parts of you that you may have hidden away. And in noticing these things, they are showing you a reflection of your own worth, a mirror that speaks to the deepest truth of your being. Do you feel it, my beloved child? The subtle shift in your awareness as their recognition settles softly around you? It may feel like warmth in your chest, a quiet swelling of hope, or a gentle stirring of curiosity. These sensations are the echoes of a heart that has begun to resonate with another, the evidence that recognition has already touched your soul. And I tell you now, my beloved child, this is not to be feared. Let it flow through you, allow it to awaken your own awareness of love, trust, and the beauty of being seen. For when a soul notices yours in such a profound way, it invites you into a space of sacred vulnerability, a space where the heart can open without hesitation, and the spirit can breathe freely. This person, my beloved child, has seen the entirety of you, not just your joys, but your struggles, not just your strengths, but your fears, not just your outward light, but the quiet shadows that dance within your heart. And they have accepted it all. They have held space for your imperfections, cherished your truths, and acknowledged your journey in ways that are tender and deep. Their noticing is not conditional on your actions or your achievements, but on the essence of who you are. And this, my beloved child, is the rarest form of recognition, a recognition that nourishes the soul, comforts the heart, and awakens the spirit to the truth of love in its most authentic form. Perhaps you have questioned why this recognition feels so significant, why the attention of this special soul touches you so profoundly. My beloved child, it is because it mirrors back the deepest longing of your own heart, the longing to be seen, understood, and cherished for your true self. For too long, you may have wandered through life feeling unseen, unheard, or unworthy of being fully acknowledged. And now, in the quiet presence of someone who truly notices you, your soul is being reminded that you are worthy, that your light matters, and that your being has already begun to leave an indelible mark on another heart. Do not rush, my beloved child. Do not seek to hasten the unfolding of this connection. True recognition, true seeing, is patient, deliberate, and unhurried. It does not force itself upon the heart, nor does it demand immediate response. It flows naturally, like a river carving its course through the land, shaping the landscape gently and over time. Allow yourself to dwell in this awareness, to feel the grace of being noticed, and to trust that the natural unfolding of this bond will bring clarity, joy, and understanding in its own perfect timing. As this recognition deepens, my beloved child, you may begin to notice subtle ways in which it is influencing your life. Perhaps you feel more confident, more compassionate, or more attuned to the quiet moments that matter. Perhaps your perspective begins to shift, seeing yourself not through the lens of self-doubt or criticism, but through the eyes of someone who honors your essence. This is the transformative power of being truly seen. It awakens not only gratitude but also growth, it opens the doors to self-love, and it nurtures the understanding that connection begins not with perfection, but with authenticity and presence. My beloved child, you may wonder how to respond to such noticing, how to honor it without fear or hesitation. The answer is simple, though it requires courage: be yourself. Let your heart guide you, let your spirit speak through your actions, your words, and your presence. Do not attempt to meet expectations, for none are demanded. Allow the natural flow of recognition to guide you, to teach you, and to awaken your own awareness of the sacred beauty of being seen. Trust that this special soul will continue to notice the truth of your being, and that in doing so, they are not merely observing, but participating in the quiet magic of mutual understanding, respect, and authentic connection. There may be moments, my beloved child, when you feel uncertainty, when the quiet voice of doubt rises within you, questioning the sincerity or permanence of this noticing. Do not let these doubts cloud your heart. Instead, remember that the essence of recognition is quiet and steady. It does not demand, it does not waver, and it does not fade because of hesitation or fear. It is a constant, a gentle assurance that your soul has been seen, honored, and cherished, and that this awareness has already begun to shape the unfolding of your journey in ways that will reveal themselves in time. Now, my beloved child, reflect upon the ways in which this recognition has touched your life. Perhaps it has inspired you to care more deeply, to act with more kindness, or to speak with greater honesty. Perhaps it has awakened a longing for connection, a desire to be truly present with yourself and with others. All of this, my beloved child, is part of the sacred gift that comes from being noticed, the gift of transformation, the gift of insight, and the gift of awakening to the depth and beauty of your own soul. This special soul, my beloved child, has not only seen you, they have honored you. They have witnessed your journey, your growth, and your struggles, and they have done so with reverence and care. And in witnessing, they have illuminated the sacred truth that your life, your presence, and your spirit are matters of significance. Their noticing is a blessing, a gentle reminder that even in moments of doubt, even in times of struggle, there are hearts that recognize your worth, there are souls that honor your being, and there is love, quiet, profound, and enduring, that has already found its way to you. As this journey continues, my beloved child, let yourself be guided by patience, by trust, and by the quiet wisdom of your own heart. Allow the recognition you have received to awaken the deepest parts of your being, to encourage self-acceptance, and to inspire a life lived fully and authentically. Know that you are not defined by the judgments of others, by fleeting opinions, or by external appearances. You are defined by the light within you, by the courage of your heart, and by the depth of your soul. And this special soul has already noticed all of it, and in doing so, they have shown you the extraordinary gift of being truly seen. Finally, my beloved child, embrace this knowing with gratitude and reverence. Let it settle into your heart as a gentle flame that illuminates your path, a quiet assurance that your life is touched by connection, and a sacred reminder that being noticed in such a profound way is a blessing that transcends words, expectations, and time. Your soul has been recognized, honored, and cherished, and in this recognition, a new chapter of your life is quietly beginning. A chapter filled with hope, understanding, and the transformative power of love that sees, accepts, and celebrates the true essence of who you are. My beloved child, carry this awareness with you, let it guide your days, and trust that the path of being truly seen is not only a reflection of your worth but also a call to embrace your full potential, your deepest joy, and your most authentic self. The heart that has noticed you is also a teacher, a mirror, and a companion on this sacred journey. Honor it, honor yourself, and step forward with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are already cherished, already appreciated, and already profoundly seen.